today you get to choose cool colors or warm colors to paint the background of your cityscape. Hello, my talented artists. To subscribe. I'm choosing to paint my sky using warm colors, and so I am going to pick the warm colors that I want to use. Maybe I'll just start with 2. And remember, to activate watercolor you need water, and the brush carries the water over to your paint. So dip it in. You can actually see little bubbles coming out. Bubbles! My bubbles! And the bubbles of air are being replaced by water. And then you carry it over to your paint and you rub, 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 rub. When you rub, it makes it darker. Rub, 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 rub. And then you can paint. And what I want you to do is I want you to paint over your whole paper. I want you to paint over the buildings, everything, because the paint will also cover any white spots that you left on your buildings. So it will look more like a finished artwork. And the oil pastels will resist the water in the watercolor. So it will push through, and you can actually see my white clouds pushing through. Sometimes the watercolor pigment will lay a little bit on top of your painting, and this creates a beautiful texture. Now I'm done with these colors, and someone else might want to use them, so I'm going to put them back in the tray. It's always nice to keep your work area clean, and I'm going to try another color. So what I want you to do is really be a white spot detective and get all those little spots. I want you to go over your buildings. I don't want you to leave your buildings uncovered. I want to see if you can find the 2 places where I colored in white clouds with white oil pastel. Can you find my 2 clouds that I made? Before you start painting, you might want to add something in white, because the white oil pastel really pops through in an interesting, fun way. Be sure to cover all of the white of the paper, because then your artwork really looks like it's finished. When you get water out, if it's too drippy, just gently scrape it on the edge of the bowl, but never go tap, 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 because that sprays your paint. You can do tap, tap, tap if you're all alone, but in the art room we have lots of artists next to us, so we have to think about the people that we are next to and be considerate. That's one way to be a considerate artist. I'm gonna take water to wash off some of this. I think that the black from the printmaking, the Gadget printing, is kind of coming off, and it kind of looks like a city fog, which I like. I'm gonna push it over so it sort of is like smoke. If you don't like it, I'm gonna have 1 paper towel for each of you, just 1, and you can blot off. This would be at the very end. Once you use your paper towel, then you have to put your artwork into the drying rack. So use your paper towel as the last step, and then you can get up some of that black paint. Oof, that looks pretty. I like it. I like it. This can go in the trash, and your painting can go into the drying rack. But instead of putting it in the wide way, turn it sideways so that more paintings can fit. Have fun!